So it is 4 a.m. in the morning on September the 19th, 2020. And instead of touching up on the dozens of stories that have been bouncing back and forth on the local news and social media and all this shit. Figured I'd just talk about collective consciousness for a couple of minutes and then just call it quits and try to get some sleep. but um but yeah, it just as the years go by, it's like the quicker and quicker uh we're able to, you know, as a species, or just as humans, as conscious beings in general, it's just it's crazy how as the years go by, we're just getting more and more and more kind of, I don't want to say connected, or I don't know, it just feels like for those who are old enough to remember, I mean, remember 15, 20 years ago when a story would break out, like on a global scale, like someone either got assassinated or someone in politics died or someone in Hollywood died. You know, 20, 30 years ago, it would take a while for that news to kind of travel the airwaves. It would take a bit. It would take a couple of hours before it was like global, all over the world news, worldwide news, oh my fucking god news. Um, but yeah, that was 20, 30 years ago. But in the year 2020, I mean, something happens and the world almost instantaneously knows because they saw it on a tweet or they saw it on fucking Bookface or they saw it on just, you name it. I don't even have to. I don't even have to like touch up on the Goro, the Shang Tsungs, the Shao Kahns of social media. I don't even have to say it at this point. But it's just crazy. I mean, it's nothing new. It's not like this just happened in the past 48 hours and ooh, Google was born. I mean, this has been happening for a few years now, and it's just crazy as the years go by, the collective consciousness of the human species is getting more and more updated and in tune with one another. Maybe not to say that we're getting smarter or we're getting more intelligent as a species, but just the way and how we communicate and update ourselves with day-to-day events in our day-to-day lives. Things are just getting more and more instantaneous and instantaneous and instantaneous, and What's that doing to the human brain? What is that doing to the human brain? What is that doing to the human brain, say 10 years from now? In the year 2030, the human species is if the human species is still even, walking the planet and we haven't fucking burned it all to fucking hell, it's gonna be a totally different world comparing, Y2K, the year 2000, and comparing that to the year 2030, 10 years from now. Compare and contrast those two realities, and they're going to be two totally different worlds. And the instantaneous nature of the collective consciousness of humanity, of Mother Earth, it's just getting more and more instantaneous, more and more rapid, more and more. You don't have to sit around and wait a couple of hours to find out this happened or that person died or this person died. It's just it's almost instantaneous, and it's I don't know. So yeah, I would ramble more and more on the subject of collective consciousness and how it's getting more and more the speed of collective consciousness, the instantaneous nature of Mother Earth being exposed to worldwide news is getting far more instantaneous. But I'll just cut the video short here and just thanks for watching. Let me know your thoughts and be safe. And that's about it. Look at all those photons. Look at all those photons. Oh my god. Look at all those photons. Photons. Look at those millions and millions of fucking photons. Wow. Wow.